Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and we're back again with another Spirit Island video. Yesterday, I mentioned that there was a fan-made Sweden 7, and this is what it looks like, and I figured, hey, why not just show it off right now? So we're going to do that. We're going to be playing some Volcano Looming High. But what the Sweden 7 add? So first, it adds a Fear card to Terror level 2, so now we have 14 total cards at 4, 5, and 5. And then the new Sweden 7 rule says, when an invader card is discarded during the advance invader card step, in each board, add a town to the matching land with fewest invaders. So I mentioned that it's kind of similar to Scotland 6. Some differences is that it can affect the coast, it doesn't just have to be the inlands, and then also it only affects one land. So even if there are two qualifying lands, you'll always have those cards that don't have any coastals. It's only going to affect one, and it's always going to affect the one with the fewest invaders. We can't just make the rich get richer and keep one land completely empty. So let's see how it goes. Okay, we got board A. Board A. Do we want to go here? If we go here, we don't get to touch either jungle, and this one's particularly tricky at the start of the game. Either way, we're not going to be next to these guys. So it's a matter of, do we want to have immediate control over the 8 or the 2? And I do think the 8 is a bigger pressing issue, so let's do this. We're going to start off by exploring the wetlands, and then royal backing the sands. Has to go to the fewest invaders. Okay, and then, oh yeah, the Dahan pushes. Okay. So typically I like to start with a Rain of Ash. It's probably still a good play to do here. It can hit everything except for land number 3. So if we were to get the jungles, we'd probably wind up pushing these towns somewhere. Probably Sands Explorer would be the best for us, getting these Dahan to the game. So that would be going like so. Gain some energy, Rain of Ash. And let's get right to it. Skipping the first event of the game. And we are going to build, explore the mountains. Mountains is actually the easiest for us. We don't have to do anything at all. So perhaps the play is to push this town up to the 8, the explorer over here to the 1. Then we can Because we could erupt here, and that's all well and good. But maybe we just don't do an eruption on the first turn. Maybe we just do something like a pyroclastic to clean up the 5. Or we could just do this. We're definitely going to want to throw a defend down here. Probably play a lava flows to go with it. Look to do a pyroclastic. We're going to do like a lava flows, pyroclastic, and whatever land comes up next. Let's try this. Gain 2 energy, gain a minor. And there we go. Fire in the Sky is our solution, so we don't open up with a good old double blight, because that's never any fun. Yeah, let's do this. It was a good start to the game. 2 fear and a strife. Event. Add an explorer to a land with no invaders, no Dahan. Definitely going to go here. Beast kill explorers. Well, thank you kindly. And yeah, we're not going to have Dahan for the whole game. That's a big tool that we don't get access to. Skip the low build. Sweet. Alright, Ravage. Kill the explorer. Build. And then we will explore the mountains again. So this will upgrade. Okay, and then after we advance cards, the wetlands came off, so we have to add a town to the land with fewest invaders. We could either go in the 2 or the 5. So I think I'm definitely going to put my lava flows here in the 1, so I can do a 2 presence eruption, getting this down to just 1 explorer, and then completely emptying out the 1. Though putting a wilds in the 2 or the 7 are also good ideas, but let's just handle the problem that's directly in front of us. Ooh, we could even gain 2 for a power card. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Ooh, Call to Bloodshed could be playable up here. Protect ourselves. Oh, and you know what? If I do this eruption play, we're going to have to erupt again because of the Sweden 7 rule. It's going to make us have to do some back-to-back activity on the 1. That's an important thing to remember. Yeah, so this Badlands is definitely the way to go. Call to Bloodshed seems kind of like a narrow use case here. But if we can do like a Call to Bloodshed plus Exaltation, if we just dodge this for a turn, then we're sitting pretty. So if we do something like this, growing like so, making sure we hit that triple earth. Because, yeah, we're going to be doing some back-to-back eruptions. Let's gain ourselves 3 energy. We'll sacrifice 2 presence, destroying all of that. Event. Cultural Assimilation. Beast damage, excellent. And then, yep, nothing from Reckless Offensive. So, Ravage, build, exploring the jungles. And then mountains came off, so we have to add a town to the lowest amount of invaders' land. So that is certainly going to earn itself yet another eruption. Call to Bloodshed. It's only 1 range, so we can't hit this guy. But we can hit this, which means that now with this setup, we cannot get escalated for the rest of the game. Yeah, yeah, because now Coastal's gone too. So yeah, Coastal can't discard and then follow it up with the jungles. Okay, slow phase. We can pay 2 for a power card and return a destroyed presence. See, if we pay 2 for a power card, we'll have 2 cards in hand. We could gain and play a 3rd, maybe going up to here. What do you got for me? Blood Draws Predators in land number 8 is pretty interesting. We could also do a Visions of Fiery Doom to push this in, and then do a 4 presence eruption going this way. That is particularly interesting to me. We get that extra fear, which I think is nice. Yeah, I really like that line actually, because this Pyroclastic can do 1 to all of these buildings, plus like 1 over here, leaving 4 HP in the land, so a 4 presence eruption will clear both. That is clean. Yeah, time passes. Very excited about that. Let's go for another G3, gaining 2 energy, gaining a miner. If we gain... Well, actually, no, we already have the presence return. Yeah, we're not looking at a 6 presence eruption yet. Thankfully, they're all pretty weak. Maybe we just go for, like, some bulk fear. We could also throw, like, a Sucking Ooze over here just to hedge our bets and not produce fear, since we are pretty weak in that land. I think I like that. Let's go this way. Okay, so we'll go Visions for 2 fear, pushing this town in. We can't do that with the Rain of Ash, this has a restriction that it cannot go into our lands with presence, but Visions does not come with that restriction. Well, it's Pyroclastic over here, doing 1 damage to each building, plus 1 damage. And then a 4 Presence Eruption will give us 4 Fear. And it'll do 5 damage at range 0, 4 damage at range 1. And, oh yeah, before I did all that, totally meant to Sucking Ooze right there, like we talked about. Invader Phase, Event. Stage 2, another trigger after advancing, okay. Beast damage, and then Mountain or Sands gets a free Dahan. Some free defense. Skip, that has no effect. Remove and explore town from Dahan. Perfect. This 3 was very weak for us. So, getting that fully cleared up is really nice. Ravage. Build. Exploring the wetlands. We whiffed. Okay, we're going to advance, and then we have to add a town. And then we also are going to build in a terrain not shown under any invader action. So we are going to build in the mountains. Next time we do an explosion, we're probably going to do something here targeting the 5. We get all of this killed for free. Slow phase. We get to restore a presence. And do I want to pay for another card? We're probably getting ready to throw down a major, gaining 6 energy next turn. So let's gain a major right now. Probably just for getting the Sucking Ooze. Well, our problem lands are the wetlands and sands, and this explicitly cannot do anything about it. Instruments of Their Own Ruin is fantastic against Sweden. You don't even need to threshold it. You just throw down a strife on the city, and then it kills everything else in the land. We can probably solve this with an eruption, so I think Instruments of Their Own Ruin is going to be the pick. We could do this, comes in here, removes everything except a town. But this does largely the same thing, but with fear. Sucking Ooze is actually playable because we can pocket out the 7. This next turn we're looking at either Coastal or Sands, so there's a 50% chance of us gaining value right there. So yeah, so I'm actually, let's see, what are we going to play on our next turn? I'd be okay with doing a Sucking Ooze plus maybe a Lava Flows. Because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 HP in the land. So if we get something like a 4, we'll come down, do 5, leave 2 Explorers behind. That's almost good. But I do think Sucking Ooze to ISO out the 7 is a nice play. Let's get rid of this Call to Bloodshed. And yeah, we'll play Sucking Ooze. Probably just play like a Lava Flows. Over here. None of these really effectively deal with the 3. And if it's a coastal, that's going to be trouble. Probably have to wind up hitting it with the Pyro for, 3 energy, kill 1 town, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, none of these are the game winners. So let's go with the Root Biters. Kind of like a poor man's Visions. ISO. Event. Add a city to a coast. Oh my god. Well, that does a lot. But we do get a disease, which is nice because now we can strike this guy and it'll kill these 2. So we still wind up in the same place. But we produce 1 more fear. And remove an explorer or town from a coastal land. Yeah, we'll do this because that way if it explores coastal, it'll kill that new explorer too. Instead of trying to like milk a fear. So we're going to Ravage. We're going to build. And we're hoping for... I think Coastal's fine. We got Sands, though. Okay, got use of the Isolate. That feels good. Going to... oh, and then we have to do the Jungle. Sweden 7. We can restore Presence, and then add a Badlands and a Wilds. Time passes. So let's see. We're going to do Instruments. We could... If we did a Pyroclastic here, we would just kill those two. We could also double grow and then do a 4 Presence Eruption. So if we did a double grow, we'd go this way, going up to 8 energy. We could... A 4 Presence would give us 2 Fear cards, and then with that, we're at 3 Fear cards, all at Terror level 2. So that's really strong. Probably just like Rain of Ash this stuff out, and then Fire in the Sky to finish it off. So the question is, what would our third card be? It could be a Visions, right? And then we could just push this Explorer out, and then we don't need to worry about, gambling. As much as gambling isn't horrible, like we have like a really high chance of surviving, we also don't have to. We could also do an Exaltation and just gain a bunch of free energy. Yeah, let's just do this. Take a little bit of economy. So go here, we'll add a Strife, and it will attack other invaders in the land. Exaltation will gain 4 energy. And then let's do a 4 Presence Eruption going this way. Event. Terror level, sorry, we are healthy. We haven't taken a single blight yet. What do you think? Do you want to destroy 2 of our presence and instantly lose the game? I mean, we get a power card. That's a pretty good trade-off. Let's forget this gnawing root biters. We'll gain 2 energy, and we can move the volcano, which I think is a good idea. Let's see. Disease does not prevent stuff. And we have no builds. We have no Dahan. Terror level 2. We get to remove present, move invaders from presence lands. Reduce damage. Maybe we're taking 2 blight. Yep, we're taking blight. Gamble did not pay off. Okay, so we're going to Ravage here and Cascade. Because of Sweden 5, we have to add a town to an adjacent land that does not have buildings. Then we're going to build here and explore the Sands Wetlands. And then when we shift, we have to add a town to the land with the fewest number of invaders. So we'll go here. Keeping our problems a little tidier. So that's fine. That's going to solve itself. We don't need to worry about that. I'm considering moving this, but that Badlands makes it pretty easy to handle. Let's just stick with our plan A. So we'll go for 2 fear. I really don't want to go into an active land. I really don't want to go into the 3, but that's what we're going to do. We can... Should we be at 7 energy? We gain 2. And then, yeah, we gained 4. Okay, so yes, we gained all of our energy back. So yeah, in that case, we're definitely going to pay 2 for a... go for another major. We have so much energy. Blazing Renewal. It's very nice. Doesn't actually accomplish anything. Manifest Incarnation's really funny because we can use it as a range 1 ability and just like pick off a whole land. And so we don't get the bonus fear for having our presence in the land, but it's still like 8 fear, clear a town. And 8 fear is a game-winning amount of power. So let's do this, and let's get rid of the Sucking Ooze. Because, yeah, we're not going to pocket for a little bit, and even then, we kind of don't care about this back-to-back. We restore destroyed presence. And the last one is to consolidate presence in case we had them in two different lands. So that does not apply. So you need to fire in the sky. I want to do the manifest incarnation. Pyro, we just do that next turn, I guess. Or we could just visions it since we have a third card play to go. Or we could just, yeah, let's just, we're not doing an eruption this turn, right? So let's just gain 2 energy and gain a minor. Let's see what's under there. Like, just straight up fear, right? If we're going for the man, like this is just a giant fear bomb play. Like, we hardly make any advances on the board. So I think with this Rain of Blood, we might just get a fear victory here, or the next closest thing to it. 2 fear, strife. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to do a 2 presence eruption. Let's just wait for the free fear. Vader phase event. Add a town to a land with stuff. Disease to a sands or mountains with the most buildings. God, we have every token here. And then no Dahan. Dahan defend is irrelevant. So we'll ravage. Build in the sands wetlands. Exploring the mountain wetlands. Okay, and then when we advanced, the sands has to get free town. All right, slow phase. We'll get ourselves 3 fear. Let's bring back a destroyed presence. And maybe we should just use our manifest here in the 4, because forcing a ravage in the 2 will create blight and flip the blight card. So I'm not super excited about that idea. Let's do that. So we'll get 6 fear plus 2. So 8 fear. And just remove those invaders. Okay, we already restored a destroyed presence. Time passes. We are only 9 fear away from winning the game. So let's see. If we were to gain exactly fire earth, or really all we need is earth because we get a free fire, we could do a 6 presence eruption, but we're at 5 right now. So that would be a sacrifice victory if we wanted to go for that, but I'm not sure that's even necessary. Because if we do a 4 presence eruption, that's 4 fear, that's a whole card, that's only 5 away from ending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so with the pyroclastic. Okay. So yeah, I think the game is all locked up. We'll just gain a card because we can. And gain 2 energy and a domesticated animals. Why not? Pyroclastic. Damage, and then +1. Visions, I don't know, we'll take 2 fear and kick this guy out to there, I guess. Domesticated animals. We don't do that. We do that instead. Fend for 5. Anyways, all of that just adds up to a 4 presence eruption. So it does 5 damage here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get 4 more fear. So we are crushing it. Little extra fear, little extra icing at the top of the cake. Anyways, that was a demonstration of Sweden 7. It adds just a little bit extra difficulty onto it. Maybe if you're playing spirits and you like the spirits that are especially good against Sweden and it rolls over and dies too easily, adding that little bit of resilience, a couple extra towns added over the course of the game is worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a glorious day.